register an application for National Bursary. So the first thing that you need to do is to log in onto the system. So if you are applying for the first time, you need to click here to register, and then you put in your name, your surname, and then your email address, and then your email address again, and then you add the sum and click on register. So if you are a returning student and you have registered before, you'll put in your username, which is your email address, and your password. And then you click on login. So at the bottom here, where it says create new application, it will show you all the current applications that are active within the NFVF. So in this case, you are looking for National Bursary. You'll click on the green cross next to the National Bursary. And then this page is about the POPI Act. So you just read through all that information and you click on accept, and then you click on proceed. Okay, for those who are returning student, the application automatically will pick up your name or your details. But if you are applying for the first time, you'll need to put in your name there and your surname. So now I need to register the application. So before you click on the register application, you first need to download the NFVF funding policy. You click on that. And then as soon as it's done downloading, you go back to your application and then you click on register. And then you click on continue. So this is the application, the application number. So as soon as you register your application, you are going to get a confirmation email that says, dear Manti, you have successfully registered your application. Now you need to complete tabs. So when you talk about tabs, we talk about this one, the applicant's detail, the course and institution info, the finances, the support info, and the upload. So for returning students, you'll find that the information is already there. And then for those that are new, you'll need to populate the information. You'll need to put in your name, your second name if you have, and then your surname, your initials, and all that information. And then from there, you punch in your cell phone number, your ID number, your date of birth. So you need to click on this, and then it will give you an options to choose the date. And then to choose years, you need to use this arrow here. It will be able to give you an option to choose years. And then here you put in your addresses, your physical, your postal address. And then if this postal and street address are the same, you can just copy and paste the information here. Don't write same as above because the system won't allow you to move. You just need to copy and paste or type them again. And then at the bottom here, it's asking about the applicant's declaration. So here they want to know if you have any family member or friend working within the NFVF. If yes, it's yes. If it's no, you'll say no. And then have you been involved with any project? If maybe you've been involved with any projects, you've been working with this person on a certain project, maybe you guys are shooting a short film together, you'll declare. If not, it's no. And then the demographic, the gender, the race, you populate if you're applying for the first time. If you're not, it should be there already. And then they're asking about the citizenship. Are you a South African? And then you say yes, yes if you are. If not, you say no, no, no. But this bursary is for South African resident. And then is this your first application? For returning student, they'll say no. And then for new student, they'll say yes. And then from there, they click on save. And then you get a confirmation there your changes have been successfully saved. If there's anything that is missing, you'll get like sort of like something written in red here to say, please note that you need to complete so and so. You have not completed, it's still missing. And then to move to the next stage, you click on the course and institution info, and then you complete which course do you want to do? I want to do a diploma in film and television. How long is the course going to take me? It's going to be 3 years, your year of study. So next year, because this bursary is going to start in 2024, which year are you going to be applying for? Are you going to be a first year student or a second year? So I'll say I'll be a first year student. The months, leave it. You don't have to put that. And then the start date, you put the year where you're going to start. Usually most institutions start in in February. You put from 1st February 2024 to December, you put December 31st, 2024. So basically this bursary you need to apply every year. Hence, I only put 1 year. You don't have to put the 3 years or the 4 years that you'll be studying. You only put a year that you intend to study. And then when we go to the majors, you select the major of subject. Are you going to be majoring in editing? If it's editing, you click add. And then if maybe you want to major with more subject, you'll select your directing as well. And then if maybe you want to also major in producing, and then you'll select producing. And then you click on add. And then you go down the course and institution. So you put where do you want to study there. I'll just say UJ, University of Johannesburg, and then the address. I'll just put the address there. And then the town is Johannesburg. And then the postal code, I'll just put any number there. And then on the institution, contact details. So here we just want someone that we can contact. For example, usually on your acceptance letter, they'll put like the registrator's detail. They'll put maybe the name of the person that is responsible for the registration process. You'll just put in their title there, whether it's a Miss or Mrs. I'll just put Miss, and then their name, I'll just say Sarah. And then the surname, I'll just say Smith. And then the dial code, it's the landline of the university that you want to go to, or the cell phone number if you have. I'll just put 011 there. And then is the as the dial code, and then the remaining numbers here. And then if you have the cell phone number, you can put. If you don't have, it's not a problem. The email address, if you have, usually you can, like in most cases, you will have that. For example, it's info@uj.co.za. They don't provide like personal email address of someone, but if you do have the personal email address, it's fine, you can do that. And then from there you click on save, and then you go to the finances now. So on the requested amount, you only put the amount that you're requesting for the year that you'll be studying. You don't have to put the requested amount for the 3 year that you'll be studying. For example, if the fees for 2024 is going to be 95,000, you'll just say 95,000. Don't say 95,000 times 3 or times 4. No, we just only need for the year that you'll be studying. And then here under the name of the company, about other source of funding. If maybe, for example, you have other source of funding, let's say maybe you have NSFAS or you have MIC CETA, you'll just put there. And then how much have they approved? Maybe let's say NSFAS has approved you 500. And then you just click on it because they've already approved. And then you put 0 under awaiting approval because they've already approved you. But if they've not yet approved, let's say for example you also have CETA that you've applied for, but they have not yet approved, you can just put CETA and the amount approved is 0, and the amount that you've requested, you've requested 1,500, and that amount is you still waiting for approval, it's not yet approved. You just click on add. But if you don't have any of those, you just put the NFVF and the amount you're requesting from the NFVF. Let's say, for example, you're requesting 95K, and then you click on it. And then that's it. And then you go to the family income. So on father, if maybe parent has passed away, or maybe parents are not working, you put 0. Father, and then mother as well. If mother has passed away or mother is not working, and then maybe you only rely on social grant, you can just put, okay, mother is only, we're relying on the 350, yeah, social grant, and then you put that. And then the guardian, if maybe you have someone in the family, like for example, your sister or your brother is also assisting you like finance wise, you can just include that you have a guardian who's working, or whatever the case is, and then maybe they earn 3,000, and then you add that amount, and then from there you save. And then the application will tell you your changes have been successfully saved. If there's anything that you didn't do here, it will show like sort of like a red thing to flag that you haven't completed some of the tabs there. And then you go to the support info. On the support info, that's where you write your motivational letter. It can be half a page or it shouldn't be above 2 pages of your motivational letters to why do you want NFVF to fund you, how is your course going to benefit the film industry or the NFVF, and all those things. Why do you need funding? Do do you need like, are you in need of this file? Just a motivational letter, and you just type whatever you want to type there. I'm just gonna just type whatever so that the system allows me to go through, and then you click on save. So when you're done, you go to the uploads. So on the upload, please note the key important things here. When we say only certified copies not older than 6 months, make sure that all the documents that you're sending are valid. For example, you need to make sure that the documents that you send are certified within the 6 months. If the call has opened when it opened last week, so you just need to make sure that by the time you submit your application, your document is still valid. And then you upload. I'm just going to upload any document that I see here on my desktop. Mm, ba, 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 ba. Okay. So each document must be uploaded one by one. So when you're done uploading the certified copy, you go to the latest academic results. They must be certified as well. But I've noticed that like in most students that are at universities, like for example, if you're at UJ or VETS, they will send you like a um, academic record that have the school stamp. They don't have like a date or what, that we can accept. But if the document is written unofficial transcript, we're not going to accept that. We need like a document that has school letterhead or stamp. And then you upload that. And then for those that are in matric, you can upload your grade 12 June report. Make sure that it's certified, as well as your grade 11 December report. But it's not compulsory to upload your grade 11 December report. If you want to upload it, you can upload. If you don't want, you don't have to upload. And then the metric certificate. With metric certificate, there's a difference between metric statement and a metric certificate. So a metric statement is the first document that you get after you get your metric results. And then certificate, you get it later, maybe in the year, let's say maybe at around October, November. That's the actual document that we need. So you make sure that your document that you upload is written senior metric certificate, not statement. I'll just try to ask the system administrator to upload an example of a metric certificate so that you can see what document I'm talking about. But for those who've maybe, let's say, have matriculated this year, maybe by this time you wouldn't have your metric certificate. You can upload your metric statement and an affidavit stating why you have not provided the metric certificate. Maybe you can say you're still waiting for the document or you have not yet received. Okay, and then I upload. And then the letter of acceptance, please make sure that the letter of acceptance has a school letterhead. You can't upload a screenshot to say that this is my letter of acceptance. So the letter of acceptance usually it will say, congratulations, man, you've been accepted at University of Johannesburg to study a degree in uh, film and television. Or the letter of acknowledgement will say, dear Manti, this is to acknowledge that we have received your application um, for a diploma or a degree in film and television. Make sure that the letter has school letterhead, and it's stamped, or maybe has like date that shows that it comes directly from school. You can't write a Word document to say, yes, this is my letter of acceptance. And then you upload. And then from there, the fees breakdown, please make sure that the fees breakdown are also from the school letterhead. You can't just write on a Word document and say my school fees for the year are going to be 95,000 or 100,000. The information must come from the school. We need that from the institution. So you upload that. And then for parents' proof of income, okay, if you are a minor, like you still depend on your parents, you need to upload their payslip and certified ID copy. If parents are not working, you need to upload their unemployment affidavit and their certified ID copy. And then if your parents rely on SASSA, you need to go to SASSA offices and request for the SASSA letter. We don't accept that SASSA card. We need a letter. It must have the SASSA letterhead, the date, and the letter usually will say, this is to confirm the ID number so and so is any social grant of 1.5. And then as well as their certified ID copy. Make sure that they're certified within 6 months. And then if you no longer depend on your parents, for example, you are working, you can upload your payslip. And then if you are not working and you don't depend on your parents, you can upload an affidavit to say, I'm unemployed, and I don't depend on my parents. And then you upload that. Please note that for accommodation and meals, it's only for first year. You need to include that pro forma invoices and any supporting documents on school or suppliers letterhead. Make sure that if you are going to send us that you need accommodation or res, you need to give us like a detailed information that comes from res. You can't just write on a Word document to say that I want to stay at Liwone resident go UJ and then the amount is going to be 500 per month. No, they need to draft a letter to show that indeed you intend to stay there. And then as well as the resources for the books, usually you can go to, for books, you only be able to get that information and when you have registered, and then they'll tell you where books you need to buy. And then when you're done with everything here, I'm just going to upload one document here under proof of income so that it allows me to submit. And then if you have any other supporting documents, for example, like for animation student, I've noticed they like to send in their pictures, what they've drawn and whatnot, you can upload. But if you don't have, it's fine. It's not a must for you to upload anything. And then from there, if when you're done uploading everything, you click on the validate button. So the validate button will tell you what's still missing. For example, now there's a step that I skipped. It says your application form is incomplete. Please see below. Under the course and institution info, I need to complete this information. So I'll go back to my course and institution info and then I'll complete it. And then I'll put the year there. And then from there, I click save. And then I'll click the validate button again. So now it's telling me that my application is complete and I can submit. So I'll click on submit. And then these are the terms and conditions. You can read through and then accept and then click on OK. And then from there, you click on your application. So after you have submitted your application, you are going to get a confirmation email to say that your application has been successfully submitted. On home, and then you'll be able to see here it says your application is submitted. So anything that happens with your application, let's say for example you've submitted and then we check compliance on your application, it will move from status submitted to acknowledged to show that NFVF has acknowledged that they've seen your application. When we take it through for evaluation, it will say under review. When the applications comes back from evaluation, maybe they say it's been approved or rejected, it will say approved, and then or it will say rejected. So that's it when registering the application. I'm just going to upload this video, and then if you have any other questions, you can email me. It's mantis@nfvf.co.za, or you can email my colleague Zawazi. It's zawazz@nfvf.co.za. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope this video helps, and I look forward to receiving your applications.